Whether you're bored with your cubicle job, have no interest in helping customers, or are sick of the same old routine in customer service, many of us have been where you are now and are considering our next move. It's easy to feel that there's nothing interesting or fulfilling about your work. Maybe you've gotten used to the routine, but I still want to know, how can I find a job that makes me happy, gives my life meaning, and makes me feel fulfilled? It's a common conundrum, and the fact is that you could be surprised by the location of the answer. Leaving your job for a new one or hoping for the perfect opportunity to fall into your lap are not the ways to find satisfaction and purpose in life. Rather, it begins with the present moment, no matter if you're sitting at a desk, on a construction site, or even in a hectic hospital. How you choose to view the present moment is the key. The hitch is that the solution isn't what you would expect. You need to shift your perspective rather than fantasize about quitting your job or seeking a new one. If you'll stay with me, I'll show you how making this one change may revolutionize your life and lead to genuine happiness, no matter where you are. Curious? Go on reading. Discovering a revolutionary truth has the potential to alter your perspective on life and work. Instead of attempting to escape your current situation, you should begin by accepting it. The present moment is where you begin, at all times. You claim to have given up some control, but is that really the case? Is your surrender complete? So instead of daydreaming on the way to work, try bringing yourself into a condition of present moment awareness. Whether you're commuting by car, bus, or foot, pay attention to the road at all times. Present yourself fully. Also, try to focus on a single task at a time and incorporate as many breaks as you can into your workday. They may be as short as a few seconds if you took a deep breath after making a phone call, and then another deep breath after that. After that, pay attention to every step of the way while you have lunch, whether it's at home or at a restaurant or the canteen. So you make use of a mundane scenario by making it the backdrop for presence. In the end, it's not about finding fulfillment in the task. What matters is that you approach it from a different mentality. Your workplace can serve as a blank slate for practicing presence in this way. It's a blessing that your job isn't too exciting. You get a lot of practice out of it. It would be more challenging if your job was really exciting and intense throughout the day. Just because life has handed you something dull doesn't mean you can't turn it into something exciting by applying your heightened awareness to it. Are you really not yelling "sell, sell, buy" like a lunatic at the stock exchange? I welcome any stockbroker who wishes to inquire about anything to do with me. Then that's not the answer. Put yourself in their shoes. I'm at a loss for words. Dissatisfaction fades away as you go along. That is giving up completely. You claim to practice surrender, but any dissatisfaction indicates that you have not really given up control. You still find yourself saying things like, "I'd rather be somewhere else," or thinking things like, 13 years, how many more years to retirement? Oh, and then the years leading up to retirement begin to add up. The mind tells you that the present moment isn't intriguing enough, so you dwell on the past and worry about the future instead of living in the here and now. Then that is an excellent method. Even in mundane tasks, you may discover a new sense of vitality when you bring yourself into harmony with the here and now. Then a new level of vitality enters the picture, and you bring more life to even the most mundane tasks. When that happens, you're usually open to new experiences. Aligning with the present moment entails not attempting to escape it, but rather to become one with it. A no to the here and now, whether it be an internal or external one, fades away. When you're in sync, energy starts to flow through you. What I mean by the power of now is precisely that. It's like life's energy coursing through your veins. At first, it becomes second nature and permeates your daily life, impacting your interactions with coworkers in a more tangible sense. While some might see it, others might miss it. As time passes, the world around you becomes more aware of your altered state of consciousness, and that's usually when you experience a shift in your circumstances, whether it's due to a fortuitous meeting, an unexpected turn of events, or a sudden epiphany. In any case, it could be something dramatic, like your company going bankrupt, where you've worked for a long time, but now everyone you know has lost their job. My goodness, no cost to you. On the inside, though, you had already achieved freedom, thus you were technically already free. We can't predict how change will manifest in your life. You can no longer rely on outside forces to alter your internal condition, though it is highly probable that they will. To a large extent, it is it. It is no longer essential to your survival. You'd keep practicing till the end of time, regardless of what else happened to you. Since you're already free, if you were to die with a conscious breath, you would have accomplished your mission on earth in this body, to bring awareness into the world. Therefore, you are not reliant on anything. The presence practice is not a goal in and of itself. However, it does increase the likelihood that change will occur. Not practicing means you're saying things like, okay, I'll practice, but if nothing happens within 6 weeks, I'll stop practicing. Once upon a time, there was a devout woman who lived in a house. From her window, she could see the ocean, but a nearby hill obscured her view. The hill is small. Her home's value would have been substantially higher if the hill hadn't been there. Her home's value plummeted due to that slope. But she was told in church, if you only have faith as big as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move for you. Jesus himself said it, and she heard it in church. All right, I only have this hill, so we'll see, she thought to herself. She pointed out, I'm going to believe that this hill is going to move. She noticed the hill's continued presence the following morning when she opened the curtains. Oh, I knew it wasn't going to work, she added. The faith is that. If you're bored at work, and I imagine there are many of you, turn it into a spiritual or conscious exercise. If you're bored at work, it's probably because you're not facing any real problems there. And when you don't have any real challenges in your life, you run the risk of letting your guard down. You get into a pattern where you fool yourself into thinking it's acceptance, but in reality, it's just a slumber. As you head into work, you feel less energized and awake. You lose all interest. There are some individuals who have been in their job for quite some time. Neither have they been present, nor have they surrendered. Their thinking has merely sunk lower, not climbed higher. Subscribing to this channel would be a great idea if you want to keep exploring on topics about being conscious, living in the present moment, or anything related to that. Reply with the word "now" in the comments when this message made sense to you. And if you want to continue growing in the future, also consider giving this video a like or share with someone who might benefit from a gentle reminder to slow down in life and be more awake.